show you how to make and attach a lid for a travel tumbler. These are my best seller on my website and honestly just a super trendy and fun product to have. So first things first, I like to create my lid before I trim my travel tumbler so that it has time to dry while I'm trimming. I take a slab of clay and I use a rolling pin to thin it out. You can use a slab roller if you have one, or slabs of wood on either side to make it perfect. But for now, I'm just gonna eyeball it. There's two ways you can do this next part. Way number one is to take your cup and put it like this, and then take a trimming tool, just cut around the cup. Or option two, and my favorite, is to use a cookie cutter that's a little bit bigger than the cup. And then you just press down, and that will be the base for our lid. Then you let that dry for about an hour. Now that we have our trimmed mug and the lid has set for about an hour, it's time to finish the lid. First thing I'm gonna do is take a flat edge like this and cut it in half. Now we're ready to attach this, which is leather hard, to this. Figure out where you want it, and then you're gonna take a scoring tool and score on top of the rim where you're going to attach the lid. You're gonna do the same thing on the bottom of the lid. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Now apply a generous amount of slip all the way around the top. This is going to act as your glue. Then take the lid, set it on top, and then you're going to blend in the sides like this with a swiping down motion. That's why we like it to be a little bit bigger than the piece itself. Next, I like to take a damp sponge and smooth all of this out and make sure the top is fully blended into the piece, and also take away any excess slip. Now it's time to cut the top. Now for this, you can either use a razor tool like this and cut it out, or you can use a stencil, or you can use a cookie cutter like this. I have this little oval that I've kind of warped into the correct shape for a sippy cup lid. So I'm gonna place that and then push straight down. Once I take that out, I like to take the edge of the scoring tool and just smooth everything out on the inside, and then also use the sponge to clean up the top a bit. Now I'll cover this in plastic and let it dry very slowly to avoid cracking. But that's how you make a travel tumbler. If you want more pottery tutorials, make sure you're following me.